Hey guys, it's Ep7 and welcome back to episode 7 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode, we've got some games to play as always, the first of which is against Southampton, followed by a cup match against, I think it's Sheffield United that we have to play in the cup game. That's just a few days later, followed by games against West Brom and Celtic. We're not going to be playing all of those matches because obviously some of them are a little bit dull sort of games. Because we might well just sim the game against Sheffield United, might well sim the game against West Brom as well. Even though it's an away match, we might give it a go, just try and get past that match and onto the Celtic game, more important matches. And I wouldn't rule out simming the game against Middlesbrough either, just so we can get onto the sort of games closer, a little bit closer to Barcelona. We're going through a small period here of the more boring Premier League matches, because we have had so many big, exciting games recently that we will have to go through that period of playing those ones. I still think we can get really exciting results from them, we can play good football, but the next time we have some more sort of exciting Premier League games will be in December by the looks of it. But I still think we'll have a really good episode for you guys today. Before we get into things, if we could try and hit 150 likes, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. We're over 10,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much to everyone that has subscribed to the channel. The Q&A for that will be out very, very soon. It might be today, it might be tomorrow. I want to make sure I get it right, so I'm not going to rush it or anything like that. We're going to try and get it out whenever I've finished making it and editing it, that sort of thing. So there might well possibly be a world record attempt in there, but, you know, we might be. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see whether I'm able to do it. But let's crack on with today's episode. This is how I'm going to go with for the game against Southampton. Now, because we've got that game in the Cup against Sheffield United, we're going with a pretty strong team here because we can afford to do that, basically, with a weaker side, no doubt, going up against Sheffield United. Donnarumma starts in goal, Kyle Walker at right back, Company, Otamendi, Grimaldo make up my defence. In front of that, a whole change midfield, Fernandinho, Gundogan and David Silva all in there, and the front three, as ever, Leroy Sané, Sterling, and this time Gabriel Jesus, who has actually played a lot of the time up front this season so far. Him and Aguero kind of sharing it a little bit. Aguero's on the bench for this match, as is Diaz, Navas, De Bruyne, Delph, Clichy and Stones. So again, another strong bench, and we will get right onto this game against Southampton. We'll play this match, despite being a home game. We might well have been able to win it by simming it, but I want to play this match and see what sort of result we're able to get. Hopefully the 3 points. We are currently 2 points off Chelsea, who are first. We're currently second. So if we win this game, obviously we help to put the pressure on Chelsea. Okay, then here we go at the Etihad Stadium for this match against Southampton. Let's wait and find out how we get on here. Not a great start to the match. Give away a foul less than a minute into the game. Gundogan is going to be yellow carded as well for that. That is very, very harsh. Not the start that we wanted. Already getting a booking in, and we're not even a minute into the game. And straight to Gabriel Jesus from that free kick. Van Dijk's played it straight to him. Can Jesus get round him? A little bit over the top the way that we turned round him. I didn't want to quite turn as steeply as that. Raheem Sterling now going to look for a cross into the middle. Leroy Sané's not in the right position, but it's not cleared very well. Out for a corner. Quite an interesting start by Southampton, quite a nervy start from them. Out for a corner here for them to try and defend. Otamendi's in there, can't quite get on the end of it. Gundogan will look to try and get back in if possible. Falls to Fernandinho, Raheem Sterling, onto Gabriel Jesus on his right foot, saved by the goalkeeper. And that will go out for another corner. What a start to this match, a very lively beginning to the game. And we're 5 minutes in with a second corner. Leroy Sané delivering into the box. Otamendi again getting close, but not quite connecting. Oh, it's straight through here. It's a good chance for Gabbiadini to shoot, and it gets saved by Donnarumma just about out for a corner, and couldn't quite cover there with the defender, but it's a good strike from Southampton. The first opportunity of the game so far, and a corner to defend along with it, and it will go out for another corner. Got to try and get this one away if we can. Donnarumma punches, and clears very well. Oh, what a pass from David Silva. In behind the defence here is Leroy Sané running. Can he find anybody in the middle? It's into Gabriel Jesus. Great chance. Trying to finish it off. Sterling will on his left foot. The ball was slightly behind him, but he's done enough just to get his foot round it and into the back of the net. I expected that one to go wide or over the bar even, but it hasn't. It's found the target and puts into an empty net. It's 1-0, 22 minutes in. Brilliant start to this match. Kind of a bit of counter-attack set off by David Silva. Really good pass initially to Leroy Sané, and eventually it finds its way to Sterling in the middle. It's 1-0, and we put ourselves in a lead. Okay, so that's it for the first half. Still winning this match 1-0. A little bit concerned by the lack of possession at the moment. We're not usually a possession-based team, so I'm not expecting loads. We're not getting good enough hold of the ball at the moment, so I might look to change the formation a little bit. I don't think it's quite working having those wingers so high up in this case. So we're going to look to change the formation to a 4-1-4-1. Hopefully just get those wingers back a little bit. Of course, that's not going to help us offensively, but it'll hopefully help us get hold of the ball a little bit more, which is exactly what I think we need to do at this stage. So we go to this formation, a little bit more restricting to those sort of wingers not to go up as far as they are. But 1-0 up, of course, which is a good position to be in. But I'm not so happy with the performance just yet. Not playing as well as we have been recently. I need to try and improve things with that change of formation. Hopefully it'll also keep us quite compact as well in the midfield, which is where Southampton have been completely bossing it, especially towards the end of that first half. So got to try and improve that aspect. Got to try and improve our ball retention a little bit as well. You just saw a second ago was giving the ball away quite cheaply. Oh, what a pass to Gabriel Jesus. He's running through. Jesus! Oh, it had to be a goal. You've got to finish that. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and to put it right next to him is a really poor finish. Tried to go across to the left-hand side. It's just not gone across enough. Should have scored that. Should be 2-0. That's poor. Well, the build-up play was much better, but the finish this time around wasn't quite there. Disappointing, and I'm probably going to put it down to myself, to be honest. Gabriel Jesus' finishing is usually pretty good. Should have put that one in a better position than what we did. Counter-attack for Southampton here. Redmond's running through. He's got company alongside him, but it's saved by Donnarumma. Out for a corner here for Southampton. Good chance for them. Can we get it cleared, though? It's going to be Jay Rodriguez to deliver. Tadic is in there. Got to clear that one with Leroy Sané. We have done up to Gabriel Jesus. Can't quite hold it up for us. Grimaldo running through here. Needs another runner. No one else moves. Leroy Sané onto Raheem Sterling. Gets blocked and it'll be cleared away again. Let's make some changes now, I think. Okay, all three changed. About 15 minutes to go here. Diaz, Delph and Navas all to come on. Gundogan, Silva and Sané all to come off. Obviously a change of formation. 4-3-3 attacking. Still going for that second goal, by the way. And we're just going to try and change this formation. See whether it benefits us a little bit more now that we've got Diaz coming on the pitch. Got to make those changes pretty quickly. And also got to prevent this counter-attack. Look at all the Southampton players running forward. There's only 3 of us back. And we got lucky with that one because the delivery was not very good. And it's still a threat here, though, for Southampton. Jay Rodriguez with the ball. Kyle Walker wins it back well, though. Oh, and then that is terrible. Fernandinho, I think it's the poor pass from Kyle Walker that really causes that an issue here. Yeah, Kyle Walker puts in a hospital pass. Fernandinho can't win it back. Brings him down, and it's a penalty. 10 minutes to go. Gabbiadini here, up against Donnarumma. It's going to be a long run up. The changes have also been made now as well. Which way will he go? I'm going to go right. Oh, I wanted to go that way as well. We did go the right way, just couldn't stretch far enough. Donnarumma's beaten, and it is 1-1. 10 minutes left in this game. That's disappointing. Should have really got there. A lot of power behind it, but frustrating way to concede was that because I don't think we've deserved it in this match. Frustrating. We've not quite had enough, though, in this game so far, which has been a bit disappointing. But yeah, need to try and get back in the match. Need to get ourselves a second goal with 10 minutes left. Take this corner short here. It's going to be Raheem Sterling to try and deliver it into the middle. Vincent Kompany's in there, connects with it and saved by the goalkeeper. Had to be cleared by the defender, could only parry it away. Sterling just about gets there, panics for a second. Fabian Delph will play it to Gabriel Jesus. Going to need another option for us going forward here. And that was a very, very ambitious one. That might be the game over. It is. It's a 1-1 draw. Disappointing performance, disappointing result as well. Could only get ourselves a draw here at Southampton. More shots, double the amount of shots on target as well. Slightly more possession. Should win that game, but not by much. We should probably win it 2-1, I'd say. But yeah, still not really enough. Got to create more chances than that. And we have done in previous episodes. We've played really, really well. So I don't know why we've slipped up in this game. To make it worse as well, Chelsea went on to beat Man United 1-0. So that means they've extended their lead to now 4 points in front of us, which of course is not good news for us. And that might well affect our league position as well. Let's crack on with some player drills here this week. Again, going to the exact same 5 drills. Hopefully having some progress again. Could be some stats go up this week. Let's wait and find out. Gabriel Jesus does go up, this time to 81 overall. And actually went up on all 3 of his attributes. Fantastic news for us. Gets him slightly closer to 78 overall. Of course, not quite there yet. Let's move on to the game against Sheffield United. And we should be able to beat them. It's an away match though. So it's always risky simming these games. Okay, so here we go. We are going to sim this match against Sheffield United, despite it being an away game. Our team is obviously miles better than Sheffield United's side. Their best team will be still much, much worse than ours, of course, because that is such a strong side. Even though it's a heavily changed team, it's a really strong side. I'm reluctant to sim it, but I don't think there's much point as playing it in the episode. I'd rather fit in more important games into the episode than play this sort of match. So we are going to make the decision to sim it. I've seen these games go really badly before. On paper, it should go really, really well for us. But it's FIFA. Let's wait and find out. I'm very, very nervous about this match when I really shouldn't be, given the team that we've got out. What will come of this game? Please get ourselves a win. I'll take any sort of win. Not a good start. John Stones gets injured 15 minutes in. Otamendi has to come on. Gundogan puts us 1-0 up though, 28 minutes in. Approaching the second half, still 1-0 up. Need another goal though, just to secure us another win. Yes, there we go. De Bruyne gets the second goal. That's a vital one for us. We should now go on to win this game. 20 minutes left. And can we go on to get a third, maybe 10 minutes to go? Gabriel Jesus has come on, and there's just 1 minute left. That is it. We've won the game 2-0. It's the away match that just sees us through into the next round. It's nothing spectacular with a changed team there, but I just needed to get us through into the next round. We've managed to do that, and of course that means that we can now progress in the EFL Cup. Player injured here. John Stones out for 3 months. Okay, he's not our starting centre-back. It's not good news. It is good news, however, for Hernandez, who hasn't played too much. We brought him in the summer. He's not played that much at all. So that means he's got an opportunity in the team now. But 3 months for John Stones, obviously not great news. We want our best players available here. And David Silva sent us an email at the start of the episode saying he wants to talk to us about something. Now, we heard rumours in the last episode that you might want to leave. But he says here, I don't know where the speculation all comes from, to be honest. I haven't spoken to anyone in the press. Of course, it's not easy fitting in at every club. Blah, blah, blah. So basically, he wants to stay at the moment, but he's struggling a little bit, is what he's trying to say. So we'll wait and see over the next few weeks and months whether he does stay at the club. Okay, so on to this game against West Brom now. We are going to make some changes to the team because we've got a game against Celtic in 3 days' time in the Champions League. So of course that takes priority. It is still a good side though, some good names in there. I kind of mixed up the side a little bit, brought in some good names, brought in some rotated players as well. Donnarumma starts in goal, Sanyo at right back, Kolarov and Hernandez at centre back, Gal Clichy at left back there. Fernandinho, Sol and Yaya Toure midfield, Sterling on the right hand side, Lito on the left hand side with Sergio Aguero starting up front. So a strong attack, but still, like I said before, quite a few changes. This is the bench I've gone with, plenty of different options on there for us, with a lot of big names missing out as well, so they can be prepared for the game against Celtic. Let's wait and find out what happens. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points here to put some pressure on Chelsea and hope that they drop points in their match. Okay, here we go. Add the Hawthorns for this match. Of course, with the sort of side that we have out in this game, which is fairly strong, and against West Brom, you would hope that we go on to win this game pretty comfortably. Of course, in that last game that we just played against Southampton, we didn't get the result that we wanted, but Southampton are a decent side. They've got some decent players. Of course, we should have managed to win that game, but we didn't. Now we've got Sergio Aguero starting up front, along with some really good players as well throughout this team. We've got to improve, though, from that last match. We've got to start creating a few more chances. It is still changed up the back. Got to make sure that we're nice and tight at the back and don't let ourselves concede at all in this game. Yeah. Gonna look to Raheem Sterling now. Need to feed him outside into Sergio Aguero. He needs another runner. Yeah, we'll give it to him. Didn't have another option. We're struggling a little bit with the passing at the moment. West Brom playing quite resilient defending and, of course, getting as many men behind the ball as possible so they can try and hit us on the counter-attack. It's going to be Chadley here to look to deliver a good block in the end, though. There's just over 10 minutes to go of this first half at the moment, and it's a little bit worrying because we're having most of the ball in the sort of key areas of the pitch, but we're not really creating any chances, any clear-cut opportunities. And the reason for that is, at the moment, we're just getting the ball out wide every single time. And we're not much of a threat out wide. We're not particularly good from crosses because we don't really have an option in the middle. So if we can try and get through the middle, then that's obviously where we're going to be best. But we've not managed to do it very often. That's probably the first time in this game where we've looked a bit of a threat through the middle. Got to try and really force that ball through the middle if we can, through Sergio Aguero and obviously the midfield that we have behind him. Half-time, 0-0. Such a difficult defence to get through is that West Brom side. Really, really tough defence, very physical side. It's difficult with Aguero just playing up there. He needs some more support around him. He's not quite getting those runners from midfield at the moment. Struggling to create chances. I've got hope that we are able to try and get ourselves enough clear-cut chances to get ourselves a goal or two. I don't think it's quite going to be the sort of goal fest that I was after. And there's a great chance again for West Brom. Darren Fletcher this time round, a corner to defend as well. West Brom doing a good job. They're not doing anything particularly amazing, but they're doing enough to create some chances and put us under a bit of pressure at times. So we've got to try and win back the ball here and hit them on the counter-attack if we can. Not done a good enough job there. Again, not closing them down properly, and luckily their finishing's dreadful. Okay, first change. We're going to take it from Lito. He's been dreadful. Gabriel Jesus is going to come on to the left-hand side here. Lito will come off. Just over 30 minutes to go. And Lito's passing's been rubbish, absolutely rubbish. If you want to play this sort of style of football, you've got to have good passes all over the pitch. And Nolito just hasn't done that for us whatsoever. The defence is struggling as well. Just too physical for us, West Brom. We're really struggling in that department. Very, very difficult at the moment for us to compete with such a physical side. We're just not looking good enough passing-wise either. Really poor display. And a little bit worrying. We're going through a bit of a dry spell. It happens throughout the season, but it's just how we get out of it and make sure it doesn't last too long. Just not good enough defending. We deserve to concede from that. Should have been back the ball several times there. We've just got to win the ball back here. That's the chance where we should win back the ball, and when we don't, someone's got to come cover. Losing the game 1-0, and it's Morrison with the goal. Really, really bad. Got to try and improve, because we can't just be so inconsistent. We've got to try and keep up a high level of performance, and this is a good enough team to beat West Brom by far. Okay, final 2 changes. It's going to be Diaz and Grimaldo to come on. We'll take off Raheem Sterling and Yaya Toure. Frustrating at the moment because Gabriel Jesus is going to go to the right-hand side, try and help us there. Grimaldo will play as a left winger. It's something I don't want to have to do, but we're just going to have to try and put them under pressure like this. Go for pace out wide. Of course, we're not really looking for crosses, but we're just looking to get some pace out wide, get in behind the defence and be able to cut it back. That sort of thing is what we're trying to do. It's whether we are able to implement it with 20 minutes to go. Again, just not physical enough. Can't win back the ball well enough in defence. And at the moment, that's costing us the game here. Just look at this. No one going forward at all. Sergio Aguero is up front by himself, and there is no support from midfield. That's not the style that we play. That is not the football that we've been playing in the last 2 episodes. There's been constant support from the midfield, and here there's just absolutely nothing. Gao Clichy having to come inside himself now. A chance. Fernandinho gets blocked over the bar. That's our best chance in ages. Probably our first chance in the second half that I can remember anyway. What a block that is from Neon. Just gets his arm into it, or his shoulder, and puts it over the bar. It's going to be a corner. Fernandinho to deliver. Can he pick anyone out, please? Gabriel Jesus is in there. It's always going to be difficult against such a physical team. Back into the middle. And again, unable to do anything. Diaz into Aguero. Still needs support here, Aguero. Looking through to Diaz. Gonna have to come back inside, waiting for the passing opportunity. Aguero to shoot. Oh, gets blocked again. So many half chances here, but we're just not having any that are properly challenging the goalkeeper. I can't remember the last time he made a save. And the passing here has been dreadful. The midfield line's far too deep. Such a frustrating game. Tactically, we've been really off it in this match. Gabriel Jesus into Sergio Aguero. Again, just too strong. Too strong, too physical for us. We can't cope in that sense, and we can't cope defensively either. Oh, such a disappointing performance. This really has been something that's felt like it's eroded the last few performances that have been really good for us. Another disappointing result in this episode. A loss and a draw so far against 2 teams we should beat. Not good enough. Really not good enough. Dropping more points. And I'm really not so sure where to begin with that game, because I think it's got to be the defence in that game. I don't know what else to put it down to other than the defence wasn't strong enough. Neither was the attack either. Okay, so on to some player drills now. I have just brought in Raheem Sterling and Alito to try and improve their passing a little bit. Sterling's passing isn't actually that bad at the moment. It's 81. I think I've been training it throughout the season before today anyway, but we're going to continue to try and train him up. Hopefully he'll get to 84 overall quite soon. Gabriel Jesus' finishing goes up to 86. That'll be helpful for us. But yeah, on to the game against Celtic now to finish off today's episode. Okay, this is how we're going to go with for the game against Celtic. We've got to make sure that we get ourselves 3 points here to finish off the episode. It's a very strong team. This is the team that we were saving out for, that we're kind of preserving players for. So Donnarumma starting goal here. Kyle Walker right back, Company, Otamendi and Grimaldo in defence. Gundogan, De Bruyne and Silva in midfield. Sterling on the right hand side again. Leroy Sané on the left hand side this time. And Gabriel Jesus starting up front. We certainly missed Leroy Sané in that last match, so he starts this game. That's the bench I've gone with. Plenty of different options for us. Again, Diaz gets on there. I think he's been doing okay when he's come off the bench for us. And Sol just about on there as well. Let's wait and find out how he gets on. Got to beat Celtic. I think we beat them last time 1-0 when we first played them, and I was really disappointed with that result because we should have done better. So we can't make sure that happens again. We've got to get ourselves a proper win here by a few goals as well, ideally. Okay, here we go. Let's try and finish off today's episode strongly after some disappointing performances and results in today's episode. Need to score some more goals. Kevin De Bruyne, I think, starting for the first time in today's episode, I want to say. Don't think he started the first game that we played. Can't quite remember now. He certainly has been a very good player for us. He only didn't start the first match purely down to, I think, lack of fitness. And obviously he couldn't start the last game because I wanted him in this match. Gabriel Jesus early on having a good chance. Couldn't quite cut back in. But much better starts the game. Starts getting behind their defence already. Sterling into David Silva. He's got to now try and pick out Leroy Sané. We're going to go for a cross this time into Sterling. Is he onside? No, he's not. It's not being given. He's offside. It was difficult to tell. Obviously, he looked a mile off when he got the ball. I couldn't quite tell when the delivery was put in by Leroy. It's a really good bit of play, though, feeding it out wide here. And as you can see, he is a little bit offside, to say the least. Play it short. Let's give ourselves a better angle here. It's going to be Raheem Sterling to deliver it in. It's a good ball in. De Bruyne is in there. Free header. It's a goal. Oh, completely unmarked. Nobody challenged for it. And that better angle that we got with Raheem Sterling has paid off because De Bruyne walks in late. And he's got himself a headed goal into the back of net. 23 minutes in. And a nice little prod home past the goalkeeper. Much, much better start to this game as well. We've looked more of a threat than the last match. As you can see there, just no one jumps with him. And we're in the lead. And takes the pressure off us a little bit now, but we've got to still go on to score some more goals. Leroy Sané through to Gundogan. Oh, comes out on top here somehow. Needs support from Raheem Sterling. Can he get a ball into the middle? Sterling, oh, it's put into his own net. We'll take every goal we can get. The defender pokes it past his own goalkeeper. It's 2-0. Raheem Sterling will run away and celebrate. And we've got the second goal, that all-important second goal we've not managed to get so far in today's episode. We've got it this time round, and of course, even though it's an own goal, we'll take it. It was a really threatening ball in. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? If you let it go, it's into the path of Gabriel Jesus, who will probably score. So, yeah, he had to do something about it. Shame for him, though, that he has put it in his own nets, and it's 2-0. Now we've got to go and push on, and I want more goals in this game. Grimaldo overcommitted there, gets pulled back. Nearly responds straight away. It's too easy, that. It's too easy the way they've created that and got through. A free kick here just before half-time. David Silva's currently over it. We're going to try and pick out Leroy Sané here with the free kick. Into a good position. Sané's in there. Flicks it on. It's 3-0. What a set piece. I just love those set pieces. If you get it right, it works perfectly. What a way to end the first half. 3-0 up here against Celtic. Leroy Sané flicking it on past Craig Gordon. And what a way to end the first half. Fantastic stuff. Just brilliant delivery. What a delivery that is. Beats the keeper to it. Can't punch it away. Oh, I just love those set pieces. So good. When they work, they really work well. 3-0, and what a way to end the first half. There we go, that's it for the first half. Winning the game 3-0, a really, really good performance at the moment. Back to our usual levels, being clinical, creating chances, and scoring the goals as well. Our target now for the rest of this game is to win by 5 goals. 5-0, I should say, because we want a clean sheet as well. That's our target going into the final half of this match. Just want to make sure we make up for the lack of goals so far in today's episode. Dembele turning too easily, shoots. Does it deflect out for a corner? No, it's just a bad shot. First change here, Gundogan to come off, and we'll bring on Fabian Delph at CDM, just to freshen up the legs a little bit. Nothing too tactical about that one, just literally to try and freshen up the team a bit in midfield. Okay, final 2 changes, Navas and Diaz to come off. That means we'll take off Sterling and also Gabriel Jesus as well. Leroy Sané will go play up front. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully he gets on okay. There's only about 15 minutes to go, so we might not get to see too much of him, but obviously Diaz going on the left-hand side there and Navas on the right. And yeah, let's wait and find out what comes of that. Go on, Sterling. Breaking down the Celtic defence here. Come on, can he pull it back? Oh, it's a good opportunity. Gabriel Jesus finishes it off. Wasn't intended for him. It was supposed to be a cutback to Kevin De Bruyne. But Gabriel Jesus is at the back post. It's 4-0. This time there was no Celtic player to put it in his own goal, so we did it for him. Gabriel Jesus has done it with about 9 minutes left of this game, and we've added to the scoreline. Still 9 minutes to find a 5th goal. That's what I'm after. That's what I wanted to try and do still. Got to try and finish Celtic off completely with a nice thrashing here. Good pass across the box though from Sterling. That's the sort of football we want to be playing. Really pacey out wide, coming back inside, cutting it back or putting it across the box, and making it easy for our strikers to finish things off. It's another good move from us and a much, much better performance in this game compared to the last 2. Kyle Walker on to Leroy Sané, who's now playing up front for the rest of this game. He's only got a few minutes to try and impress, but David Silva now out to Navas, who finds himself on the left-hand side. Navas cutting in into David Silva. Takes his time, but it's 5. It's what we wanted. It's 5-0, and there's 3 minutes left of this game. David Silva with the goal. Really, really impressed again with that attack, opening them up nicely. I nearly went with a shot with Navas. Probably thought I'd overplayed it a little bit when I played the pass to David Silva. He hesitates as well, which I panicked a little bit about. Don't know why he hesitates. I want it first time here, but he finds the back of the net. That's the main thing, and it makes it look like he's a little bit cool and calm under pressure. But really, it's just the game that's made him hesitate. It's 5-0 though, and it's an absolute thrashing here against Celtic. 5 is what I was after, and 5 seems to be what I'm going to get with 2 minutes left. Chance for a 6th, maybe. David Silva going to look to Diaz. Maybe a final attempt for us here. Diaz has not had much of the ball because he spent a little bit of time on the ground, I was about to say. He's on the ground again. It's a penalty. In the 90th minute. Could we make it 6 here? I'll take all the goals I can get, so of course I want to score here. Kevin De Bruyne is going to step up. We're going to try and go for some top right. Oh, it finds the back of the net. Thought it'd been saved. It's 6-0. We'll happily take that. Kevin De Bruyne scores. What a way to round off this match. 3 goals in the last 10 minutes, I think. I think we doubled our lead in the last 10 minutes. So really, really good performance. And completely finished off Celtic here. 6-0 it's going to finish. From the penalty spots, completely unnecessary challenge as well on Diaz. I think he had everything under control there, the defender. But smashing it past Craig Gordon, who dives the right way, to be fair to him. 6-0. What a result. Certainly made up for the first 2 games. And it finishes 6-0 as well. A clear demonstration of what we are capable of when we're playing as well as we can. 6-0. Completely unexpected, especially after the two games that we kicked today's episode off with, which were just complete opposite to this sort of performance, which was really, really good. 7 shots, 7 on target, 6 goals. Really, really clinical, and definitely the better team, of course, as you can tell by the scoreline. Fantastic results. That means we've got 12 points for a possible 12 in the Champions League. Clearly going on to qualify, I'd imagine, going into the next round at this rate. And as you can see by the Premier League table, still getting a little bit behind Chelsea. Obviously not ideal to be 7 points behind after 10 matches, but we do still have plenty of time. We've only lost 1 match. It's just that we've drawn too many games so far. Still 3 points in front of 3rd place as well, so there's a nice gap there. But we've got to try and catch up Chelsea. 9 wins and 1 draw from them so far. Undefeated so far in this league, but I want to focus on that amazing win against Celtic, 6-0. Who would have thought it? Incredible results. We've got an email here, though, from Yaya Torre complaining about his playing time. He wants to get more playing time, which I think is a little bit bizarre, because I'm playing quite a bit. I'm looking to play more often, obviously, but he does get tired quite easily, so it's obviously difficult to pick him in every game. He's played 9 matches. That's pretty decent. He's played 6 Premier League games out of the 10, so he's doing all right. He's got, obviously, 8 months left on his deal. To be honest, we'll probably offer him another deal, another 1-year contract, I think. We'll offer him now, actually, and we'll just extend his stay for a final season. That'll probably be it for him at this club, but we will keep him on for another year whilst we've got him. So, yeah, important first-team player, and yeah, we'll extend his contract whilst we're looking at how he's done so far this season. He's currently unhappy, but he's also gone down in 1 overall as well. As you can see there, some of his stats going down. Stamina in particular has gone down by 9 so far this season. Only played 10 games in the Premier League. But we'll try and incorporate him in more matches in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. If we could try and hit 150 likes, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.